Lagos is not just, what it is as a whole.
There is Lagos State Governor Babajide SANWOOLU in London at town hall meeting held in Glacier House in London Bridge. Governor SANWOOLU used the opportunity to enumerate his achievements so far in the last 7 years and more development to come the way of Lagos State as he plans his re-election.
As a whole, Lagos is the tiniest, little state that we have in our country. Out of the 36 states, Lagos represents less than 0.35%. It's about 0.46, but by the time you take water out of it, it's less than 0.35%, meaning it's less than 0.5% of the total land mass of our country. And in that little space, you have over 10% of its population, well over 22, 24 million people. We're doing another election, so another census next year, so we'll see what the real numbers are. But in all of that demography, you see the little space, just like a dot, and it has tightness of all of us. So there will be disruptions, here and there. But and technology, we believe that there's no sustainable educational system we can develop if it's not driven by the bedrock of technology. It has to be driven by a whole lot of technology. Right? The next letter there is M, which is making Lagos a 21st century real economy. You cannot have a 21st century economy that doesn't have infrastructure, that doesn't have housing, that doesn't have power, that doesn't have all of the basic or needed as amenities that can make a resilient, true 21st century economy. That's the end. The next letter, E, is entertainment and tourism. Lagos continues to remain the entertainment destination, not only in Nigeria, not only in sub-Saharan Africa, but in the whole of Africa. So we realized that we needed to put it on a cardinal pillar. And tourism, Lagos sits on about 183 kilometers of Atlantic coast, right? And that indeed we can, turn it around and make it a big tourist destination for all of our foreign investors and all of our travelers from different parts of the world. And the last letter in our team's agenda is S, which is security and good governance. Right? There is no foreign investment, no foreign direct investment that will come into any economy if there are no levels of very serious level of security, right? And good governance. Good governance because you want to be accountable, you want to be transparent, you want to be able to live whatever it is that you say. And you also want to have a very clear dichotomy between all of the arms of governance, so the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive. So that's how we tin out, our team's agenda, THEMES, and has been the driving force in the last 3.5 years. And on each of those pillars, I can take a day and a half to talk about it. Right? That's how deep it is, because we've been here for 3.5 years. Right? But we've done so many things, and that the video you've seen probably will just show half of what we've done. There's a lot that indeed that we if I just take it in a very quick form, it's all wrapped up in my head. If you start with traffic management and transportation, right, because we realized that we needed to improve the journey time and the experience of our citizens. We know the quality of life of what they are going through. The experience that you have here in our diaspora is that you can live in front of your house and you know that it takes you 5 minutes to get to the station or to get to the bus stop, and you can pretty determine that the bus stop or the bus will come in, and you can plan your journey that in 35 minutes or in 45 minutes you'll be in your office. That's how it's done, in developed cities, and that's the kind of things that we wanted to do, in Lagos. We want our citizens to have. Am I speaking too much?
No, we love to hear everything.
That's okay. Everything. We wanted our citizens to have a proper journey time, and we realized that we cannot do that in an environment where, traveling journeys are not predictable and there's traffic develops everywhere. So we've done a lot of traffic management improvement. There's been several roundabouts that were removed because we realized that people, didn't even understand, and give way to vehicle on the left or the right. But we just realized that sometimes remove the roundabout, put proper traffic signals there, and it will command a lot more respect, and put all of the red marks and yellow marks, don't enter, don't stop, and the rest of it. But more importantly, we said that we needed to provide alternative means of transportation. So we went to the entire gamut of public transportation, where we've provided well over 1,800 high-capacity buses. We've provided about 600 medium capacity buses. We've provided over 1,000 last mile buses and about 1,000 taxis, all within 3.5 years. And we did that making sure that people will have different options in their mode of transportation. You can go on the BRT buses, which are the big capacity, you can do the medium capacity, you can do the last mile, or you can also offer your taxi. So we're giving people options and choices, in their public transportation system. That's on the road. We realize that if you're a mega city, you cannot just be, on road transportation. There are some of my ones that are here. Thank you very much for joining us. So Lagos, like we said, 1/3 of Lagos is water. You know it too well. On Third Mainland Bridge, on the Cook Bridge, Kata Bridge, how can we transform and turn that, into an asset? We've built 17 jetties in different parts of the city. 9, are ready. They have been used. About 6, 7 others are almost being completed. Right? We just didn't leave at that. We've procured almost 30 different types of ferries in the last 3.5 years, and we're also working with other private sector people that can provide a lot more ferries, and 60-seater, 50-seater, 40-seater ferry services that can push people from different parts of the city. So we're doing things on water transportation. And the last one, which you see, big city, is real infrastructure. Right? We said to ourselves that, right, we cannot just be a city with mouths without having the real infrastructure. And we're the first, let me repeat, we're the first sub-national in any part of the world that is taking a real project by itself and its community. It's important for me to say it here. It's important for you to hear it, right? The most recent Elizabeth line, the popular, what do you call it? Elizabeth. Okay, so we'll talk about Elizabeth line. Yeah. Because one of the things one of the things you don't know for some of you that are in real projects is that they've run the cost of that almost 100%. They started with about 1 or 2 billion. I think they've completed about 4. It's a whole lot, right? And TFL did not just fund it, The government of the United Kingdom also support them extensively. Nobody builds a rail as a sub-national. It's usually something, go and ask in America, and people come together to build rail. Your city, Lagos, is building 2 rail projects. And we need to say so that people know that. And the beauty of it is that the blue line that we talked about was started with my leader, my boss, Chancellor, but by the grace of God, it will start working. We're going to do a test run before the end of this month, December 2022. And it will start the blue line. So it will be completed, and it gets to from mile 2 to Marina. That's the phase 1 of it. The phase 2 of it is from from mile 2 all the way back to Okokomaiko. For people that went to Lasso, are they here? Yes, you know where Okokomaiko is exactly. It passes in front of the Lasso, and I can take all the time and talk about all of the things that are happening around, your school. One of it is that we're constructing 8,272 bed spaces inside Lasso, inside the campus for the students. We're not just allowing you to go across the expressway and go and live in all of those.
Get up on the governor!
So the red line, so the blue line is almost good to go. The trains, the last set of 2 trains that are coming, they're coming in next week from China. 1 whole set that arrived, and we'll do the final completion before the end of this month. But the one that gladdens my heart the most is the red line. Why? Because this government started the red line by itself, and we're going to complete it right before March 2022. It's gone very, very far. There's the red trains that you saw. And the beauty about the red line is that it has 5 overpasses. For some of you that are coming into Nigeria, into Lagos, I'll show you all the bridges that we've constructed. And we've been constructing also not just bridges, but also train stations. It comes with about 7 or 8 train stations that were built in concurrently, right, all the way from Oyinbo to Alagbado. Who knows where that is? All the way from Uigbo to Alakpa. So if you ask your people to go and check out at Ebute Meta in Apapa Road, you'll see there's a bridge that was built there, right? If you go to Yaba, there's a bridge was built there, vehicular bridges that you see. If you go to Mushi, right, if you are going to Mushi Ojuna to cross over, to Obanikoro, there's a bridge. If you go to Ikeja along, there's a bridge. If you go to Ayola Koka, there's a bridge all the way right down, right? And that's what is most interesting for us as a government. So you'll see 2 rail projects that this government will complete, right, all within the first 4 years, of its government. So in transportation, on the first pillar, we believe we have delivered, even exceeding our own target that was set for ourselves. And we've given our people choices, in which the beauty of it is for them to have a single payment solution. You can hop in on our BRT buses, you can hop in on our rail project, and you can also hop in, on our waterways project. And that's what makes a city. A massive city like that has rail infrastructure, waterways infrastructure, and road infrastructure, and even taxi infrastructure, anyhow you want it. And that's the Lagos we're building for you. And that's Lagos we want you to come back, and see.
Vote SANWOOLU and SANWOOLU 2023. Can you give an A-star, Ken? Vote SANWOOLU and SANWOOLU 2023. Doing in Lagos and in the diaspora. I'm here with a wonderful diaspora family, APC in the UK, and they have something for you to know. What is that? Vote SANWOOLU and SANWOOLU 2023. Yeah. So, A+, A-star, A distinction. Gbogbo tó bá lọ ní lọ́dọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà, ọwọ́ pépé tètè òwò lẹ́sìn máa ń.